Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial I will briefly show you how to compile a simple C program and Fortran program in using GNU compiler and Parallel Studio. So the program that I will be compiling is a simple Hello World program for C and Fortran. And hopefully after this process we'll get a feeling how this compiling process in Ubuntu or in Linux works. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing that I want to do is to create a folder, make dir test, and go into that folder so that everything we do is inside that folder, so we don't really mess around. And there's nothing in the folder yet. What we want to do is to write the source code for a C source code for Hello World program, and I would like to use gdit here. What we can also do, and is widely used in Linux system, is vim. But if you use Ubuntu, it is very convenient to use gdit because this is user interface. Yeah. And I want to pass one argument here, which is the name of the file that I want to create. And .c means that this is a C program. In principle, you don't really need that .c in Linux, but this makes it more easy and more convenient, so that if you see the name of the file, you know that this is a C source code. Yeah, and you press enter, and we want to add something here. So we need to include the stdio, this standard input-output, and we want to write a main program. There's no input argument, and now we want to print, but okay, of course it's printf, and hello world from, let's say, from C language. Okay, and we need to return 0. It means that basically it returns an integer because we specify that the output is an integer, and return 0 usually means that everything is okay. And maybe we also want to start a new line, that is \n. Okay, we save it and close the program. So we check again. Indeed, the source code is here. Yeah, there are two options for the compiling process. One is that we can use a GNU compiler. Another one is to use the C compiler in Parallel Studio. I will first show you how to use the GNU compiler. Basically, we use GCC, and we can check whether this exists or not by saying gcc -v, and you see that it's there, and the version is 8.3.0. We can also check by saying which GCC, and it will find the directory of GCC. Okay, so we want to build the source code. So basically we write GCC and hello world, this is the source code, and the second and then we write -o, which means that we want to specify the name of the output file. And for example, we say it's hello world C and GNU, yeah, .o. It doesn't really matter whether you write .o here, but it makes everything more clear that this is the output program that you can run this. Okay, and let's see, and it's finished. We check. Indeed, there's a already compiled version. How do I know this? And this is already compiled. You see that it is green. It is green because this is something that you can execute, that you can run. To run this, as I said before, you can /. Yeah, // means run. Yeah, and you run the code, and it outputs hello world from C language. Okay, so this is the process. You construct the source code. You run this line, and then it build output code, and that you can run by using back dot slash. Okay. So now what I want to do is to compile the same thing with using Parallel Studio. If you remember that for Parallel Studio, the C compiler is called ICC. You can also write which ICC. We want to check whether this exists. Okay, it says nothing, so it doesn't really exist. ICC -v, ICC not found. So you remember last time that I mentioned if you want to start doing something with like using Parallel Studio, you need to source. You need to add the environment variable. It's very easy. That source, and you need to find the installation directory, and Parallel Studio dot 4.070, and then bin, and I don't remember PS whatever. So in this case, if you don't really remember, what you can do is to use tab. Yeah, you remember something that is P, that the file starts with P, and then you just hit tab on your keyboard. Or if you don't remember anything, if this is the case, it doesn't. It also works. You double click your tab key on your keyboard. Yeah, and then it will show all of the files in this folder. And then okay, now you may remember that this is this one. So ps.sh. Yeah. For convenience, you can store this line of code somewhere that you can find easily, because this we will need from time to time. And just hit it. Okay. And now we check where is ICC. Yeah, you see that it automatically finds the position of ICC. And for example, we want to check whether ifort is also loaded. Yeah, indeed. The compiler for Fortran is also loaded. So let's check. We want to compile hello world.c. Okay, what we can do is basically the same thing. We change GCC to ICC and say hello world.c. Yeah, we want to change the name. This is C language, but we say this is Intel. Yeah, .o. Okay. File not found. Okay, that's because I didn't I forget about this -o. Because if you run the code as it is up there, it means that you tell ICC to compile this source code and this source code. Of course, it cannot find the second argument there. So it says that you cannot find. Okay. -o hello world. Yeah. So this will work, and let's check. Yes, indeed, there is this output, and the way to run it is the same. Intel.o, and you see that is hello world print. Okay. So this is the compilation for C language, and what we want to try next is to write hello world for Fortran. So git hello world .f90. Yeah, f90. I think this is necessary for ifort, because it tells ifort to stick to the f90 rule. So for Fortran there is an f90 and f77, and 77 is old language, and f90 is more flexible. So I will use f90. I mean the basically rules changes a little bit. So yeah, you have to specify whether this is f90 or f77. I will start this one. As far as I remember, maybe I forget about how to write it. Program hello, yeah, and in the end you need to write and program hello, yeah. In the middle, to write print and say hello world from Fortran. Yeah, let's just check whether this works or not. I'm not sure. Okay, so for the GNU compiler is Fortran. Yeah, also check the version. It's there. So Fortran hello world .f90 -o. This is output. This is basically the same a very similar command as the C compiler. Yeah. And we want to specify the name of the output file, Fortran and GNU compiler and .o. Okay, it passes. So we list the things here, and you see that this is the output, and we can run it by /hello world fortran.gnu. And you see that it outputs the hello world message. And then we want to try whether we can compile it using Intel Parallel Studio. And the compiler for Intel is called iFort. We check the existence. Yes, it is there. Okay. So basically, I used the same command, just change Fortran to iFort, and hello world.f90 -o, hello world Fortran, but we want to change it to Intel. This is just to label the different output. Yeah, it's also passed, and we see that this is the hello world Fortran Intel. We run the code, Fortran Intel, and it outputs the same thing. Okay. So you basically know how to compile your own C code or Fortran code in Linux using both GNU compiler and or Intel Parallel Studio, and it works more or less similarly. I guess maybe for some occasions the rules are a little bit different, but in the end it obeys the same standard, so it's kind of similar. Yeah. In the next video, I will go on and try to compile Quantum Espresso using Intel Parallel Studio. And basically the process is kind of similar, but just that for Quantum Espresso it has a lot of C code, a lot of Fortran source file to compile, but the main process is the same. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that after this tutorial you already get some feeling how does the compilation works in Linux, and I appreciate your attention, and I hope to see you next time.